Hello and welcome to my channel, On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's find out what's on the hook. Today I want to welcome you all to my channel, all of you new people, you new subscribers, new viewers, and everyone who comes back every week to see me and see what crazy things I've been up to. So I appreciate all of y'all tuning in. Be sure to like this video if you don't mind, and subscribe if you haven't. You know, a lot of people, about half of the people who watch my videos don't subscribe, and all it does is just send you a notification when I have a new video published, so you don't have to worry about being bombarded by anything. Just go ahead and subscribe, and that way you'll know when I release a brand new video. So welcome to everyone. Thank you for coming, and let's get started. Well, I'm waving my flags today. Veterans Day was Monday. I wasn't obviously on a video Monday, so I want to welcome you back. All of you veterans and people who know veterans, people who have veterans in their families, I congratulate you on Veterans Day. Thank you so much for your service to our country. Okay, today I'm revisiting Jeanne's Crescent scarf, and I might call it a shawl. I'm not really sure. I haven't titled it yet, but I'm going to release the pattern. This is my Crescent Shawl, easy to make. It's crochet, of course, and there are two different edgings I'm putting on this, and one of them is the one I showed last week, which is this bobble edge along the edge going backwards, and it's not hard to do. You'll just have to read the instructions. It's not difficult at all, but I wanted to show you this part of it. This is like a little place where you can tuck one of the ends of the crescent shawl through and it doesn't fall off your neck, and you don't have to make the crescent shawl so large. If you really want to go around twice and to keep it on your neck, sometimes that's just a lot of crocheting to do, and you may not want to do all that, especially for a gift. So I've added these one on each side, one of these little holders, and you just simply put the end of the scarf through the holder and it will keep it on your neck. Let me get this back to where it was. See, like that. And it'll stay there forever and ever until you take it off. So I thought I would put that in the pattern as well. Let's talk about what Crystal's wearing. She's wearing Jeanne's Crochet Crescent Shawl. And let me bring her over here and she can show you what she's wearing. This is the one I showed you last week. I only had half of it done. And of course, these little holders are optional, obviously, and I didn't put them on this because I made this shawl very, very long. Now, see how big it is? It's pretty big. Even with all that, it goes around all the way around her neck, and I can tuck it underneath here. But along the edge, I have not put a fancy edging at all. One of the reasons why is because the yarn is very beautiful on its own. It has lots of stripey in it, and you don't have to do anything to make it fancy. So I didn't put an edging on that. Plus, it's a lot easier to use this edging. And then let me show you this. I showed you this last week. This is Loops and Threads Facet yarn. It's a roving yarn, very beautiful. Look at that. I just think it's gorgeous. And back here it's the right color. Up here it's a little bit different color. But this is a not a difficult shawl to make. It's quite easy, crocheted, and you start at the end. You don't have to chain up 200 stitches. You just chain up a few, and then you work there and work your way up, and you go as far as you want, and then you turn around and go the other direction. So it's very easy to make and great for gifts for those crochet worthy friends and family that you have. Be sure that they're crochet worthy, because you do spend a lot of time on your crochet gifts and you want people to appreciate them. So that is Jeanne's Crocheted Shawl, and easy to make, with a couple of little extras in it, so that'll be coming out pretty soon. This week I'm revisiting a vest that I designed about 2 years ago, I believe it was, and it's called the Shadow Vest. This is what it looks like on my Etsy shop, the Shadow Vest. Very easy to make. I know I always say that, but it actually is very easy to make. It's crocheted from the bottom up, starting with the ribbing. So ribbing is easy, and you start from the bottom, and there are no seams in here except right here. That's it. There are no seams up the sides. You crochet it in a circle, and I give you the directions for doing that, and all you need really is one measurement. It's all it takes is one measurement. So I'm going to stand up and show you how this fits. Okay, today I'm wearing the shadow vest, and you know shadow is the word for it. It's gray, and I have on black and dark jeans with it. But I just wanted to show you this. This is a very comfortable vest. It keeps your core warm, but your arms are free to do whatever. So I like wearing vests this time of year, especially because I get a little bit cold here, you know, on my body, but I don't get too cold on my arms. So and I'm also doing a lot of things, crocheting and working and doing things, so I like to have my arms free. So this is a good vest for that. It's also fun to make because you go around in a circle. You don't have to put a lot of seaming in it. It's only seamed on the top. I made this with Mary Maxim Value yarn. Very, very soft. And it's fun to wear. It's just, it gives really nicely. And I made this actually with no ease. And when I made it, it ended up being a little bit stretchy. So I'm glad I did that. But I didn't put any ease in this. Now I don't recommend not using ease if you've never done that before. I would give it at least 2 inches of ease. And I usually do that at least 2 inches with my sweaters and vests. But on this one I was experimenting and I didn't use any ease at all. I just took the regular measurement and I made the sweater to that measurement, and it worked out just fine. And this is the way it looks in the back. It's about halfway down my hip. You know, like I said, it's just really comfortable. And again, it's called the Shadow Vest, and I hope you like it. It's on my Etsy shop. Now, this is the pattern. This is what it looks like on my Etsy shop. I used a Clover yellow hook. This is a 7.0 millimeter hook, and the yarn is a size 4 yarn, Mary Maxim, just a size 4. Sort of the same, and it's got a lot nicer feel than the Red Heart Super Saver. Something like that. You can use an affordable yarn to make one of these and see how it works. But the Mary Maxim yarn is very, very nice. I think it's charcoal, and it's just the Mary Maxim Value yarn. Very inexpensive, and I enjoyed making things out of that. I made a lot of my prototypes out of Mary Maxim. I even made a skirt out of it. I just think it looks great, and it's a value yarn, so it doesn't cost a whole lot, and you can make something for very little. So again, this is the Shadow Vest. Speaking of yarn, I have purchased a luxury yarn from Knit, Eat, Sleep. That was the name I was trying to think of last week, of the company that I buy my luxury yarn from. I always buy my Malabrigo there. And Malabrigo is a great brand, not sponsored by any of these people, but this is Washed Head yarn. I first saw this in a Knit Crate box that I received and loved it so much, I bought some more. This is Washed Head worsted, and it's about 210 yards on the hank, so it's a full hank. It really is. It's 100 grams. And it is superwash merino wool, so it is washable. Never washed a sweater in the washing machine either. I usually wash it in some special wool soap, and then I just squeeze it and lay it out flat to let it dry. But this is a beautiful yarn, and the name of it is Piedras, Piedras, Piedras 862 on the Malabrigo yarn. Now, this is not as fat a yarn as I was looking for. I believe the Washed Head I got before was bigger than this. This is what it looks like on the ball. It looks large, but it's not. This is a very small yarn, and I was going to knit a scarf out of this, and I started doing that, and I'd have to use very, very small needles, and I wasn't interested in that because I'm very much a beginner knitter, hardly ever knit. So I thought, you know, I'm going to knit one more thing before I try something big like that. And so I went to my stash and I found some sugar and cream, some cotton, and I was going to make a dishcloth. And I know there's a pattern that you can make a dishcloth out of. It's almost like a corner to corner in crochet, but it's a knit pattern. And I saw it on several websites. So one of them called it a log cabin. One of them called it a kitchen dishcloth, just a plain old kitchen dishcloth. But this is what it looks like. I actually made this in one evening. I was working pretty fast. But see, it's not perfect again, just like my first scarf that I made a few weeks ago. I showed that to you. this looks like I made a mistake here, and I probably did. More than likely made a mistake. This isn't too bad across the top. I did pretty well there. And this one also has that kind of a bunchy piece right there. I don't know what that is. But along the edge, it looks pretty good. So I did a pretty good job, and I'm not patting myself on the back. Believe me, there are knitters who could do this in an hour, but it took me all day. I just wanted to, do something small that I could say I actually made this. So I'll give this to Mr. on the Hook, and he can use this in the kitchen because the kitchen is his domain right now, and I'm fine with that. He makes lunch. He straps on that apron and he makes lunch every day. It's so wonderful. I cooked for so many years, and he said he was going to take over with that. So anyway, we get a hot lunch every day, and I'm going to give this to him and let him use it, and there's no telling how long it'll last. I think that my needles were too big for this. Look how big the stitches are. And of course, there's a mistake. I see it. There's another one. There's one. There are too many mistakes in this thing. But I think if I had a smaller set of needles, it would have looked better. It would be tighter, of course. So I might make another one just for fun. I've got some 24/7 cotton, which is super nice cotton. And I might use a smaller needle on that. I think I used a size 7. It's a 4.5 needle. I don't know. It might have been an 8 or a 9 or a 10. I don't know how big it was. I think it was a 10 actually. And I did go back to my Haigu needles. They're in the living room, but I went back to my Haigu needles and I used those. I tried the clover wood, and they were slipperier to me than the it's Chigu, excuse me, Chigu needles. They were slipperier than the Chigu, and I guess because I've already started with the Chigu, I'm just going to stay with those, see if I can manage it. I've figured out a way to hold the yarn on the needle without it slipping off, and it's just an extra movement, I know, but I'm still learning how to knit, still learning all about it. There's so much to know, and I've not even scratched the surface yet, but it is another craft, and I wouldn't mind doing a little bit with it. Now, speaking of another craft, I have some diamond painting that I want to show you. I finished a diamond painting, and I also have one frame, so I want to show you those right now. And also I have one on the easel, so I'll show you that as well. Okay, coming out of my studio hallway right here, I want to show you where I hung my newest diamond painting. This is the Starry Night over the Rhone, and I'll get up close where we can see it. It turned out really nice. This is the frame that I have it in right here, and this is blue around the edge, so to pick up the blue in the diamond painting. So I just wanted to see that. This is what it looks like on the wall. The walls are kind of a pale yellow, so picked up the colors of the stars in the sky and the reflection on the river there. But that was the frame that I picked out for, and I've hung it up here in the place where we hang our diamond paintings. When I first get finished, I'll hang them up here so we can see them when we come through the room, and then I'll move it wherever it needs to go. Just wanted to show you that. This is my newest diamond painting on the wall. I've just now finished this diamond painting. This is the stained glass flowers, and it's all done. I'm getting ready to take it downstairs to seal it, but I wanted to show you how it looked. I finished this last part up here, and so now I am on my way to get it sealed and then framed. So this, of course, was sponsored by Craft Ease, and there's the name right there, Craft Ease. They sponsored this and the 2 previous diamond paintings. I appreciate them so much for collaborating with me. But this is the finished stained glass flowers diamond painting. Well, I'm back to the Van Gogh Iris's painting that I started long ago, and I've had it hanging up waiting to be finished. As I finished the 3 diamond paintings from Craft Ease, I wanted to start this and finish this up. This is actually about halfway finished, and look at the vibrant colors in this. I know some of y'all have seen this before, but this is so beautiful. I'm really enjoying diamond painting this. Right now, I am right here, and I'm working my way across this row, And then I'll have one more row up here and I'll be all done with this. I can take it to the framers. This is Irises by Vincent van Gogh, a beautiful, beautiful painting. And this has 38 colors, not too many. Usually there are 40 or 45 colors in my diamond paintings, but this one is 38 colors. That's so beautiful. The blues, I love the blues. So gorgeous. And look at the difference between where I've done the diamond painting. Right here, I've done some of this one under here, and then where I haven't done it. You can see the grid symbols right here, and that's what I use to place the diamonds in the right spot. So there's a square that's partially done, as you can see. If you're not familiar with diamond painting, this is a partially done diamond painting, but I really, really like it. And I'm glad I went back and pulled this back out to finish up maybe before I get another diamond painting. So I need to finish this one. That is Irises by Van Gogh. If you haven't tried diamond painting, you should really try it at least one time just to see if it's fun for you. It's so much fun for me. I've done so many diamond paintings and I've framed every one. I've never put them under my bed. I know people that do that. They do so many that they put them under their bed when they're done and then they're out of sight, out of mind. No, I want mine on the wall. And I have them framed. I go ahead and spend the money on it. I try not to spend too much money on it, but the one that I showed you in this video does not have a mat. A mat would have probably doubled the cost of the framing, and I didn't want to do that, so I chose the frame with the blue edging around it. I thought that was really pretty. Now, do y'all ever get magazines in the mail? I get this one all the time. This is Hirschner's, and if you don't know Hirschner's, you should sign up for their catalog. It comes. It doesn't cost anything. But one thing I wanted to show you was my favorite yarn out of here. It's Hirschner's yarn, and it's worsted heather, beautiful yarn. And currently I'm making the Sophie's Universe Afghan out of that, but I've not gotten very far on it. It's only about, I guess it's about this big so far, but I'm using this heathered yarn, and I'm going to show this to you. This is, the colorway here is Teal Lake. Beautiful yarn. Look at that. It's very inexpensive. They have this on sale right now for $4.97 a ball. There are 489 yards on this ball. It's almost as many as a Red Heart Super Saver, kind of a jumbo size. This is what it looks like on the label. Hirschner's worsted heathers yarn, not just their worsted yarn, but their heathers. And they have some beautiful colors. These are the colors that they have right here, right there. Those are all the colors that they have. I have most of those colors. I bought them in a set here. These are all the sets, and I think I bought this set. Pretty sure it might have been this set because I have this yellow color. It is absolutely gorgeous, and if I can drag it over here, I will. I'll drag this over because it's attached to my Afghan. This is mustard seed. This is mustard seed. And look at that. It's got some white in it. It's so beautiful. Look at that. I really love their heathered wools, their heathered yarns. They're acrylic. They're not wool. They're acrylic. And they're so wonderful to work with. They don't split, and they're fat. They're a good size 4, and they crochet up so beautifully. I just really liked it. Not sponsored by any of these people. Crafties is the only sponsor I have right now. I'm talking to Annie's about an Afghan, but I haven't made a decision yet, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But anyway, you should get the Hirschner's catalog. It's got lots of neat things in there, great kits and everything. And one thing I want to make, and I want to ask y'all in your comment when you comment down below, when you put your keyword in for the gifts, tell me if you have made or want to make the Cat's Meow blanket. It is a special kit. You can get it on Annie's. They sell the kit, and they also sell the pattern on Etsy. And here's a picture of it. I wanted to show it to you. This is what it looks like. And it's such a beautiful design. I really like it. And they use the Roll With It Red Heart yarn for the multicolored piece. And then they use a plain color, I think it's Premier, for the other color, the solid color. But I just love it. I don't like cats. I have to admit, I don't like cats, but I do love this design, and I'm tempted to make it. So if you've made it, tell me how it's done. If it's done with just a chart, I've heard that, and I've also heard that it is a pattern. So let me know what they used if you bought the kit or bought the pattern. Let me know what you used to make that afghan. I'm really interested. And if you changed the yarn or if you used the yarn that they suggested on the pattern. So, all right, let's get to something else. I want to show you my picture of my pumpkins. This is real quick. These are my Thanksgiving pumpkins, and Mr. On the Hook was tired of seeing them all spread out there. He stacked them up, and he did such a nice job. I want to show you a picture of that. He stacked them up on the fireplace, and this is so we can run the fireplace too. They were in front of the fire area, and it wasn't smart. So he took them all and stacked them up, and I just think it looks great. So I wanted to show you a picture of that. One last thing I wanted to talk about was my Autumn Aspirations Cal, C-A-L. That is a crochet along. That's short for crochet along. This is by Juan the Yarn Addict, and he is releasing new week by week instructions on how to make this afghan. This is a picture of it. This is what it's supposed to look like. And this is in black and white because I didn't have my color printer up and running, so I had to do that in black and white. I'm using all kinds of yarns from my stash, but I'm using some Vanna's Choice. Love Vanna's Choice, another really super nice yarn. It is not inexpensive, though. I have to say they charge $1 or $2 more for a skein of this, of the comparable other, worsted 4-weight wool, 4-weight acrylic, excuse me. But this is Lion Brand, and they have to pay Vanna White, I guess, to put her beautiful picture on there. But y'all know Vanna White. She's great. She's done, I think I showed you the afghan book that I bought that had all the beautiful afghans in it. I made a Boggy Creek by one of her patterns. And this is called Olive. This is my newest color I'm using for Juan's afghan. I'm not finished with week 3. I'm still working on it, but I have made quite a bit of progress. So I'm finished with all of these triangles. There's one on each side, if you can see that. See, there's one on each side. And then now I'm working on the rows that go around the top of the afghan, around the edge, around like that. And that's what they look like so far. I've only done about 3 or 4 rows. 3 rows, I think I've finished 3 rows. And Vanna's yarn is right here. This is olive color, and it blended well with everything I was using, so I grabbed that out of my stash and used that for my last row. Now let me stand up and show you this. It's so beautiful. I can't really hold it all up. I guess I can, like that. It's kind of wrinkly down at the bottom, but that's what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful pattern. I really like it. Juan, you've outdone yourself. And this is the front of the afghan. The back looks just about as good. Look at the back. How pretty that is. So you don't have to worry about folding it back and forth. It looks really, really nice from both sides. So I'm really loving it, enjoying it, making it. I hope I can catch up with myself. There are about 8 more rounds that I have to do, and I may not finish them before Tuesday. I'll have to try. I'm going to work on it this weekend and see what I can get done. But that is Juan the Yarn Addict's Autumn Aspirations Cal, C-A-L, and I'll put the links down in the description box to the weekly published videos about this, and you do need to use the videos, I think. I printed the pattern. I always do that, but I like the videos. They show me exactly where I need to put my hook, so I'm really enjoying the videos. They're very, very helpful. I probably couldn't do it otherwise because I would make way too many mistakes. So I'm using the videos, and thank you, Juan, for such a great pattern. I have a quick shop update. Mr. On the Hook was down in my craft room, and he found 6 of these bags. These are just plain white bags, and they are imprinted with my logo on the front, not on the back. They are black at the bottom. About 3 inches of the bottom is black, and then of course they're black on the very bottom. It is a box bottom, so it'll stand up. It has stuff in it. It's not real stiff, so it doesn't stand up unless you have something inside. It has black handles, and I'll show you how big it is. I'll show it how big it is on me. It's about this big. It's a big bag. It holds a lot. It's really big. And he put these out on my Etsy shop, so you can find them out there in the project bag section. So again, these are on sale now. I have 6, and that's all I have. So if you're interested in one, go take a look at it on my Etsy shop. One more thing I wanted to show you is my Wildflowers cup. I've shown this before. Love it, love it, love it. But I have been using this for, I don't know, a couple of months. And I have put it in the dishwasher many times. I put the top and the bottom in the dishwasher, and it comes out perfectly. It's absolutely super nice. It holds a lot of liquid. I really like using it. And it has a clear top on it, so you can see what's in there. It has a hole over here. You can, like I said, you can throw this in the dishwasher as well. And it also comes in a Christmas version. It's just really red flowers. I really love it. I'll put a picture of it so you can take a look at that one too. I've ordered mine and it hasn't come yet because we ordered it just now. So I haven't received it yet, but it says on the hook, and it's got the red flowers on it. So I just want to show you that again. And that is my very short update for my shop. Again, I think I've told you this before. I don't run commercials during my videos. I don't like to be interrupted by videos when I'm watching one, and I certainly don't want to do that while I've published one. And for you, I do that for you. And I support myself with my Etsy shop. So if you're so inclined to help me, you can go out on my Etsy shop and buy a pattern or two, or you can buy a Wildflowers bag. We have them in the Christmas colors, and also I have them in the wildflower colors. Really pretty. They're out there too as well, so you can support me that way if you want to, and it's up to you. You don't have to do that, but I get excited when I see orders come in. It's very, very nice. So if you're looking for a way to support my channel, you can do it that way. Now let's get to our gifts for the week. I give away gifts every week, with very few exceptions. Most weeks I give away gifts, and this week I had 3 gifts to give away. One, it was Bernat baby blanket yarn. I have 3 skeins of this to give away. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. Love the colors in there. Very appropriate for children's gifts, hats or a blanket or whatever you want to do. So that is the first gift, and the keyword there was baby. Baby was the key word. Now for my second gift, I have a skein of Hometown Lion Brand yarn, and this is super nice. This is Washington denim. Beautiful, beautiful color. I believe you can make a hat out of that. Very, very pretty. And the keyword there was lion, L-I-O-N. And then third of all, I have another Crochet World magazine. This is for winter of 2024. Very, very wonderful magazine. 98 pages of great patterns and ads too. The ads are really good in here too. I really look at the ads, and all the patterns in here are really super nice. So that's a Crochet World, and the keyword there was world. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 3 gifts this week. Here we are at the computer, and I have placed my video link right there at the top. And we are going to use the word baby first to give away the baby Bernat blanket yarn. So let's get our YouTube comments. All right, so we'll go over here and find out who wins the baby blanket yarn today. And that would be, I need a little drum roll here. That is Navy Mommy. Navy Mommy, you have won the baby blanket yarn by Bernat. Very nice yarn too, very colorful and beautiful. All right, let's go up here, and congratulations to Navy Mommy. And let's go up here and type in the word lion, because this is for the Lion brand yarn, the Hometown yarn. And we just talked about it. So let's go down here and get our comments, and then go over here and start the video, and go over here and start the winning names going by. Teresa Burke Dukes, 1165, you have won the Lion brand yarn. So congratulations, Teresa. Now let's go back up here. I'm going to type the word world in here. This is for the Crochet World magazine for winter of 2024. It's current as it can possibly be. So let's go down here, get the comments for that. All right, and then we'll go over here and start our selection. Get it up here where we can see it. And the winner is Kathy Care VW, Kathy Care VW 4DG, excuse me, Kathy Care VW 4DG. If you're the winner, please send me an email with your name, what you won, and your address so I can get it out to you. So again, congratulations to all of our winners for this week's gifts. Congratulations to the winners. Please send me an email like I directed you in that little video. Please do that so I can match you with the gift and get those out to you as soon as possible. Now, for next week, I have a skein. I've been down in my craft room, like I said, and I have a skein of Jeanne's yarn, and I love this yarn. I made several things out of this. Love this yarn. This is a beautiful yarn. It's called Jumpsuit, and I just have one skein of it, but if you're interested in that, you can type the word lion in your comment down below and I will put you in the running for this. 246 yards of an all acrylic size 4 yarn. Really beautiful, really beautiful. You can make a hat out of this. It says it right there on the label. So there you go. That's Jeanne's yarn by Lion Brand in the colorway Jumpsuit. Now I have a Frogger finish. If y'all remember Comfy Cotton by Lion Brand, y'all remember that, Comfy Cotton. I don't even know if they have it anymore. They probably do. Trying to turn that around so it'll work. Comfy Cotton by Lion Brand. And this is a Frogger finish. A while back I bought some ice mohair. Very beautiful yarn. It's ice mohair. And it comes in a multicolor, which are very subtle colors. Pink and gray. Very beautiful colors. I started a Jeanne's Crescent Shawl in those two run together. The Comfy Cotton and the mohair. I'm running these together. Here they are right here, together. Beautiful together. This is what they look like together. And this is the Crochet Crescent Shawl by Jeanne. It's really very subtle. The mohair is very subtle in there, but it's beautiful mohair. And the Comfy Cotton makes it really soft and squishy. I really love that. And I've done this much from the bottom all the way, not even to halfway. I mean, you could stop it here and turn around and do the other side, or you can continue on and make it much longer. There's plenty of yarn here for that. But this is a Frogger finish. And this will go to the person who writes the word comfy in their, let me turn it this way. The word comfy in their comment down below. The word comfy, C-O-M-F-Y, the word comfy. And you'll be in the running for this Frogger finish by Jeanne. And I will send you the pattern. If I have it, I'll send it to you. And you can use that to work on this if you want to. So this is a Frogger finish. Use the word comfy and you'll be in the running for that next week. I really enjoyed my time with you today. Thank you for tuning in and for watching my videos. I really enjoy doing these every Friday. I'm trying to keep up with every Friday. I hope I can do that all the way till the end of the year. They come out around 4, between 4 and 6, sometimes right at 4 o'clock mostly, if I can get my editing done and if I can get them out the door. So join me next time to find out what's on the hook.